Hello students, welcome to the course Electricity and Magnetism for FYBSc Physics Paper 2 Semester 2. We are studying our fifth chapter Magnetic Properties of Materials. So in this lecture, we will study the various magnetic properties of materials such as magnetization, magnetic induction, magnetic field intensity, magnetic susceptibility, and magnetic permeability. We will also study the relation between B, H, and M. We know that the matter is made up of atoms and atoms are made up of nuclei and electrons. The electrons in an atom move about the nucleus in closed paths and hence constitutes electric current loops. As a current loop has a magnetic dipole moment, each electron in an atom has a magnetic moment due to its orbital motion, and besides this, each electron has spin angular momentum which is present even if it is at the rest, and corresponding to its spin, each electron has a permanent magnetic moment due to its spin also. In addition to the electronic magnetic moment, the nucleus also has a magnetic moment which is several thousand times smaller than the magnetic moment of an electron. The resultant magnetic moment of the atom is the vector sum of the magnetic moment of the nucleus and moments due to all of its electrons. So any object of finite size contains a large number of atoms. In general, the magnetic moments of these atoms are randomly oriented and hence there is no net magnetic moment in any volume. When the material is placed in external magnetic field, the torques act on the atomic dipoles and these torques try to align them parallel to the field. The degree of alignment increases with the increase in the strength of the magnetic field, and therefore the material attain net magnetic moment in the direction of the field. The study of magnetic properties of materials assumes significance since these properties decide whether the material is suitable for permanent magnets or electromagnet or cores of transformers, etc. Before classifying the materials depending on their magnetic behavior, the following important terms are defined. So, the term magnetization means the process of converting non-magnetic material to magnetic material. When some amount of external magnetic field is applied to the metals such as iron, steel and alloy, etc., they are magnetized to different degrees. The intensity of magnetization M is the measure of the magnetization of a magnetized specimen. It is defined as the magnetic dipole moment per unit volume. So it is denoted by M. So M vector is equal to small m vector upon V, where small m vector is the magnetic dipole moment and V is the volume. The unit of magnetization is ampere per meter. Magnetization or magnetic polarization is the vector field that expresses the density of permanent or induced magnetic dipole moments in a magnetic material. The origin of magnetic moments responsible for magnetization can be either microscopic electric currents resulting from the motion of electrons in an atom or the spins of the electrons or the nuclei. Net magnetization results from the response of the material to an external magnetic field. So, in the magnetic material, when the external magnetic field is absent, all the magnetic dipole moments of individual atoms, they are randomly oriented, and because of that the net magnetization of the material is 0. But when the magnetic field is applied in a particular direction, the magnetic dipole moments of the atoms, they try to align in the direction of the field, and the alignment is also proportional to the strength of the field H, and therefore we get the magnetization in the direction of the field, and that magnetization is proportional to the strength of the field. Let us study another property, magnetic induction. A magnetic induction or magnetic flux density B vector is defined in terms of the force F vector acting on a point at a test particle with charge Q moving through the field with velocity V. So the force F vector is equal to Q into V vector cross B vector, which is equal to QVB sine theta. So theta is the angle between V vector and the direction of B. So magnitude of V vector is given by B is equal to F upon QV sine theta. The SI unit of B is Tesla and denoted by T, and CGS unit is Gauss. So 1 Tesla is 1 Newton per ampere meter, which is equal to 10 raised to 4 Gauss. The magnetic flux density is also given by B is equal to mu into H. So the flux density in air or vacuum is given by B is equal to mu 0 into M plus H. So it is mu 0 is the permeability of the air or vacuum. In vacuum, M is equal to 0 because no material is present. Therefore, the net magnetization of air or vacuum medium is 0, right? And therefore, capital M, that is magnetization, is 0, and therefore we get B is equal to mu 0 into H, where M, H, mu and mu 0 are the magnetization, magnetic field strength, permeability of the medium and permeability of free space respectively. Let us move to another property. When the magnetic material is placed in a magnetic field, it becomes magnetized. The capability of a magnetic field to magnetize a material is expressed by means of a magnetic vector H vector called the magnetic intensity of the field. Hence, it is defined as the magnetic moment per unit volume. So, it is given by the formula H vector is equal to B vector upon mu 0 minus M vector, where B vector is the resultant magnetic field and M is the intensity of magnetization. So H vector is called as the magnetic intensity or magnetic field intensity. The unit of H vector is same as that of M, and which is ampere per meter. So if no material is present, that means in vacuum, M is equal to 0, and therefore H vector is equal to B vector upon mu 0. For example, the magnetic field at the center of a long solenoid having n turns per unit length carrying current I, when no material is kept in it, it is B vector is equal to mu 0 Ni. Hence, magnetic intensity H vector is equal to B vector upon mu 0, which is equal to N into I. Let us move to another property called as magnetic susceptibility, denoted by Chi-m. In magnetostatics, the magnetic susceptibility Chi-m is the measure of the magnetic properties of a magnetic material. The susceptibility indicates that whether a material is attracted into or repelled out by a magnetic field, which in turn has implications for practical applications. Quantitative measures of the magnetic susceptibility also provides insights into the structure of the materials, provide insights into bonding and energy levels. So all the materials respond to an external magnetic field H. The magnetization M of a material is directly proportional to the magnetic intensity H. So M vector is directly proportional to H vector, and therefore M vector is equal to Chi-m into H vector, where Chi-m is the proportionality constant, right? And it is called as magnetic susceptibility. And therefore, we can write Chi-m is equal to M vector upon H vector. That is, the magnetic susceptibility is defined as the ratio of magnetization M to the magnetic intensity H. It has no unit because M and H have the same units, that is ampere per meter, and therefore Chi-m has no units. Using the value of Chi-m, the magnetic materials are classified as follows. So for free space or vacuum, Chi-m is equal to 0. Then material will not respond to any magnetization because magnetization is 0, right? For paramagnetic materials, Chi-m is positive and less than 1. For diamagnetic materials, Chi-m is negative and less than 1. For ferromagnetic materials, Chi-m is positive and greater than 1. Since M and H are of the same dimensions, Chi-m is also has no unit and it is dimensionless quantity. Let us move to another property, magnetic permeability. It is denoted by mu. So in electromagnetism, permeability is the measure of the ability of a material to support the formation of a magnetic field within itself. Hence, it is the degree of magnetization that a material obtains in response to the applied magnetic field. Magnetic permeability is typically represented by the Greek letter mu. The relation between B, H and M is given as B vector is equal to mu 0 H plus M vector, and where we know that M vector is equal to chi M into H vector, and therefore we can write B vector is equal to mu 0 H plus chi M into H vector, and therefore B vector is equal to mu 0 into H vector into 1 plus chi M, and therefore we can write B vector is equal to mu 0 into mu r into H vector, where mu r is equal to 1 plus chi M is called as the relative permeability, right? Mu 0 is the permeability of the free space or vacuum, and mu r is the relative permeability, right? Now, so B vector is equal to mu 0 into mu r into H vector. So we can write mu 0 into mu r is equal to mu is called as magnetic permeability of the material. So magnetic permeability is the product of relative permeability and permeability of air or vacuum. So B vector is equal to mu into H vector, and therefore we can write mu is equal to B vector upon H. So thus the magnetic permeability mu is defined as the ratio of magnetic induction B vector to the magnetic intensity H vector. The SI unit of mu is Weber per ampere meter, that is Weber per ampere meter or Henry per meter. Let us now derive the relation between B, M and H. Let us consider a magnetic material in the form of a toroid or Rowland ring having n number of windings over it as shown in figure. When a current I is passed through the windings, it gets magnetized along the circumferential length of the ring. The total magnetic flux density B in the material of the ring is partly due to the magnetism as a result of flow of current in the windings and partly due to the magnetization of the material, and that is B is equal to Bm plus B0, where Bm is the flux density due to magnetization of the magnetic material and B0 is the flux density due to the current in the windings. The magnetic flux density Bm is given by B is equal to mu 0 into M, and B0 is given by mu 0 Ni upon L. So substituting the values of B0 and Bm in equation 1, we can write B is equal to Bm plus B0, and therefore we can write B is equal to mu 0 M plus mu 0 Ni upon L. So B is equal to mu 0 into M plus Ni upon L, and therefore we can write B upon mu 0 is equal to M plus Ni upon L, and therefore B upon mu 0 minus M is equal to Ni upon L. The magnetizing field of a toroid is expressed as H is equal to Ni upon L. Therefore we can write B upon mu 0 minus M is equal to H, and B is equal to mu 0 into M plus H. This gives the relation between B, H and M. If the magnetic material is removed from the coil, that is medium is air, then M is equal to 0. Hence the flux density in air or vacuum is equal to B is equal to mu 0 into H. So in summary, we have studied the magnetization, which is denoted by M vector. So it is the magnetic dipole moment per unit volume. We have also studied the magnetic induction B vector, which is the force experienced by the unit positive charge moving with unit velocity perpendicular to the field. We have also studied the magnetic intensity H vector. It is the capability of the magnetic field to magnetize a material. We have studied the magnetic susceptibility, which is denoted by chi M. It is the measure of the magnetic properties of a materials, the ratio of magnetization M to the magnetic intensity H. And we have also studied the magnetic permeability mu, the measure of the ability of a material to support the formation of a magnetic field within itself. It is the ratio of magnetic induction B to the magnetic intensity H. So we have also studied the relation between B, H and M, and which is given by B is equal to mu 0 into m plus h. Thank you.